Hey guys, I just made it to Kampala after being in a week in Karamoja, and it was just a phenomenal week. Had a great time. The team showed me great hospitality, and we just got to see the Spirit move and what He's doing in the village of Kadokini and Kotito district. So I'm walking down from my guest house to find something to eat. But I wanted to tell you one story that's just been on my mind. My second day there, my first or second day there, I went down to the borehole because I thought, which is where everybody draws the water. And I thought, let me just go down there, see who's down there, and practice my Nakaramajong, because I knew it was going to be rusty. And there's always people down at the borehole to talk to. So I went down there and I started talking and greeting everybody, the girls and the boys. And there were two older warriors who took a special interest in me. And we started talking, and they enjoyed laughing at all my mistakes in speaking their language. And anyway, we were chatting. My friend Obura came and got me, and he said, Kenneth, it's time to go for prayers, go to church. So we asked those two guys, hey, why don't you come with us? We're going to pray to God. And so they did. They came with us, and we went for prayers under the tree. And it was just a Spirit-filled time, man. People were worshiping. I shared the message, and afterwards, as we were leaving, the guy was going his separate ways. I thanked him for coming, and I grabbed his hand and I just said, man, God created you, and He's got something for your life. He's got a plan for your life. And our eyes just locked, and I could tell that something was going on inside of him. And so we parted ways, and we're walking down the path back to our little area where we live. And he comes running up behind us. And this guy's, I don't know, maybe 20, 21. And he says, in Nakaramajong, he drops to his knees in front of us on the path and says, I want to follow Jesus. And man, it was so powerful the way he did it. He was carrying his shepherd's staff, and he just dropped his shepherd's staff and got down on his knees in front of us. And so Obura said, do you want to share with him how to do that? And I said, Obura, why don't you do this? Because this isn't the time for there to be any language mess ups here. So Obura just made sure he understood what kind of decision he was making, the commitment, the severity of it, the reality. And then the guy prayed to receive Christ on his knees in the dust in the middle of the path. And as soon as he's done, this old lady, this middle-aged lady comes up behind him, and she says, something came to me a little while ago and told me to stop drinking. And so she's like, I've been the kind of a village drunk. People have to carry me to my house. And so I've been stopped drinking, but I knew there was more. And she dropped to her knees and she said, I want to follow Jesus. So we went through the same thing, and man, she got up and she was hugging us and so grateful. And man, I don't know. It was a powerful, moving experience of how the Spirit of God is at work in the missions. That's all that matters. It's all about the Spirit and being available. And something I shared in my first video, I shared a verse I read in Proverbs about what comes from a man's mouth is deep waters. Deep waters flow from a man's mouth. And the Lord just showed me what that meant. I mean, when I shook hands with this warrior and looked him in the eyes and said that God loves you and He created you and He's got a plan for your life. those were the deep waters that the Spirit talked about. And so I just want to encourage you today. Your words have power. Use them for the gospel. Use them for Jesus. Tell people how much God loves them. Tell them that He created them. He loves them. He's got a plan for their life. I know for me, I just overlook the power of my words and I don't use them as I should. And it was just a really sweet, convicting time. God always graciously humbles me in a very gentle way. So, love you guys. I'm in Kampala, fly back to be with my family in Liberia tomorrow, but I know there's been a lot of prayers. Thank you all.